Active Roles has a powerful provisioning engine that you can use to provision objects in the cloud, not only in on-prem AD, but also Azure AD and Office 365. And in addition to that, we support a ton of different cloud systems. Let's take a look at that. In Active Roles, this is done through a policy. And what you can see here is I have a policy, in this case, to create accounts in ServiceNow when new users are created. And you can see that it's actually gone out to our Starling Connect platform, which is where we store all of our cloud connection systems. And I can just pick which ones I want. I don't have to do anything else besides hook up ServiceNow into the system, and then it will show up on this list here. Let's take a quick look at what that looks like. If I go to our OneIdentity Starling Connect site, you can see all the different potential connectors that I have, and we have a whole long list here, and you can just kind of take a quick look at them. But these are ones I have connected. In our particular case, we're going to use our ServiceNow connection. Well, let's see what that looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and create a new user. Alrighty, we'll let it choose password. Fine. Okay, that user has now been created. And let's take a look. If we go into ServiceNow and I click on users, I can see that user account was just created. And I can see them right here. I can see all that same information was transferred from Active Roles into ServiceNow. Let's go take a look at our user. I can even see in here, in my entitlement profile, what's actually been done to this user. And you can see here that it was created in connectors. And specifically, it was created in the ServiceNow connector. Here's the unique identifier inside ServiceNow. I have all that information I can just look up. Any changes that would happen to this user, if this user is deleted, any of those sorts of things would actually show up here as well. So let's just do that. Let's delete the user. And if we go back into ServiceNow, and I click here, we can see that user is completely gone. Lastly, let's say I want to take an existing user and make some changes to them. So let's just grab another user. First one on my list, Adele here. I can pick and choose where she is created in. So if I go down to provision in SaaS products, it will show me which one she's been created in, and I could potentially add her to another one if it wasn't done by default through that policy that we saw earlier. Changes, deletions, all those things will happen automatically through these provisioning engines. And if you don't want to use our Starling Connect platform, it also includes a SCIM connector, and you can just use that instead. So as you can see, our cloud provisioning process is very robust and allows you to handle pretty much any scenario that you want to do with Active Roles.